myself H.S. Pandey from JNP Prayagraj. Today in this session, we will study about the polynomial part first. In this chapter, we will study about the definition of the polynomial, types of the polynomial, then zeros of the polynomial, how to find the zeros of the polynomial, and relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So first of all, we will study about the definition. Now the definition of the polynomial. Here definition and expression of the form APX is equal to an x power n plus an minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus up to so on a1x plus a0, where an minus 1 up to so on a1 a0 are real numbers and n is non-negative integers also an not equal to 0 is called a polynomial. In variable x an expression of the form APX that is equal to an x power n plus an minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus up to so on a1x plus a0, where an minus 1 up to so on a1 a0 all are real numbers and n is non-negative integers, and also an is not equal to 0 is called a polynomial in variable x. For example, px that is equal to 7x square minus 3x plus 5. So here 7x square minus 3x plus 5 is a polynomial. Here the value of n, here it is 2, here the power of x is 1. Such type of expression is known as a polynomial. I mean to say is that 3 points should be surely exist in case of the polynomial. First is the power of the variable never be negative. The power of the variable never be negative. Second, the power of the variable never be fraction. Third one is the power of the variable never be in roots. Yes, the power of the first is the power of the variable never be negative. The power of the variable never be in fraction or decimal, you can say. The power of the variable never be in roots. Let us take an example. Let us suppose that px is equal to 7x power 7 plus 3x square plus 7x minus 1. The another one is px is equal to 7x power 2 3 plus under root 3 x power 3 plus 2 upon x. The third one is, let us suppose that px is equal to 2x cube minus 3 under root x plus 9. Now in this example, let us see. Here in first example, 7x power 7 plus 3x square plus 7x minus 1. In this case, the power of x, the highest power is 7, then it is 2, then it is 1. So it is a polynomial. This one is a polynomial. This one is polynomial. Now in the second case, 7, the px is equal to 7x cube plus under root 3x power 3 plus 2 upon x. Now in the last term, 2 upon x, this x exists in the denominator. So if we take it up, that will be a negative power. So in this case, this term contains the power of x is negative. So this is not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. The whole just state expression. This whole expression is not a polynomial. Again in third case, here 3x cube minus 3 under root x plus 9. Here 9. So here 3x square minus 3 under root x plus 9. In this case, here there is under root x, means the power of x become 1 by 2. So it is also not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. In this way, we can observe that if the expression is of this form, px is equal to 7x power 7 plus 3x square plus 7x minus 1. In this case, the power of the variable is a positive integer. So it is a polynomial. But in second case, one term contains the power of x is negative. So it is the whole expression is not a polynomial. Again in third step, the one term, that is minus 3 under root x. Here under root x contains the power in roots, or you can say the x power 1 by 2. So this whole expression is not a polynomial. Now we have to come to the types of the polynomial. Types of the polynomial. Types of polynomial. First of all, we have to study about monomial. Monomial, an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression containing one terms only. Containing one terms only is called monomial. For example, 7x cube, 8x. Now 3x into 5x. If such type of expression exists, then that can be solved. 3 5 are 15. This is 15x square. It is again a monomial. Or you can say 7x upon 5, that is equal to 7x upon 5. So it is also a singleton. That's why it is also a polynomial. That is monomial. Again, binomial. Binomial, an expression, an algebraic expression which contains two terms, which contains two terms, is called binomial. For example, 8x square minus 15x or 3x cube plus 14x. Here 8x square minus 15x. There are two terms. One is 8x square, the other is 15x. Here it contains two terms. That's why it is binomial. Again here the next one is 3x cube and 14x. That is separated by plus sign. That's why it is also, the whole expression is also a binomial. Again the third one is trinomial. Trinomial. Trinomial means an expression which contains an algebraic expression which contains three terms, which contains three terms is called trinomial. Called trinomial. For example, 7x square plus 14x plus 8. It contains three terms. 7x square one term, 14x another one, and 8 is the third one. So this expression or the expression of the type this form, that is trinomial. Again you can say 8y square plus 15y minus 7. Here it is 8y square and 15y and 7. These are three terms. This polynomial in y. So if such type of examples occur, then they are known as trinomial. So in general we say the polynomial to each all. If there is monomial, then generally we use polynomial. If it is binomial, then we generally use polynomial. If it is trinomial, then we generally use polynomial. Now after this we have to know about the linear polynomial. First is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means an expression of the form, ax plus b, where a, b are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is called linear polynomial. It is called linear polynomial. Here linear means the power of the variable, in this case ax plus b, the power of variable is 1. यहाँ x का पावर 1 है, इसलिए इसको कहेंगे linear polynomial. ax plus b is known as the standard form of linear polynomial. If ax plus b expression is written anywhere where a, b are real number and a must not be equal to 0. If a equal to 0, then ax becomes 0, then remains only b. So expression should be of the form ax plus b. Then and only then we can say this is a linear polynomial. The second one is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. An expression of the form, an expression of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is called quadratic polynomial. And sum of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real number and a is not equal to 0 is called quadratic polynomial. Example, suppose 9x square plus 2x minus 3. This expression is just in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So this one is quadratic polynomial. The third one is cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial, an expression of the form a x cube plus b x square plus c x plus d, where a, b, c, d are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is called cubic polynomial. For example, 7x cube plus 8x square minus 3x plus 7. 7x cube plus 8x square minus 3x plus 7. This example is just same as ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So this is a cubic polynomial. The standard form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So in this way, linear polynomial is of the form ax plus b, where a, b are real number and a is not equal to 0. Ax plus b is known as standard form of the linear polynomial. Example, 7x plus 5. Example, 7x plus 5. Again, quadratic polynomial means an expression of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0 is called quadratic polynomial. Where, for example, we can say 9x square plus 2x minus 3. Like that, you can write the more example of this form. Again, cubic polynomial, an expression of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This must d, where a, b, c, d are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. It is known as cubic polynomial. Examples, 7x cube plus 8x square minus 3x plus 7. You can make another example like this. This much is linear, quadratic, cubic, again biquadratic. The next one is biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic means quadratic of quadratic. Biquadratic polynomial. And an expression of the form, an expression of the form ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e, where a, b, c, d, e are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is called biquadratic polynomial. For example, 7x power 4 minus 3x cube plus 2x square plus x minus 3. An expression of the form ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e, where a, b, c, d, e are real numbers and a is not equal to 0 is called biquadratic polynomial. Example 7x power 4 minus 3x cube, like that, plus 2x square plus x minus 3. You can make another example when this is in the column px. Now you can write py, that is equal to 8y power 4 minus 9y cube plus 3y square minus 8y plus 11. This is also a polynomial in y. So you can take such type of example, that is a biquadratic polynomial. Now the next thing is zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. First of definition. First of all, definition. All those values of the variable. All those values of the variable which when substituted in the polynomial, which when substituted in the polynomial the whole polynomial reduces to 0. The whole polynomial reduces to 0. Then those values are said to be zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. I mean to say that all those values of the variable which when substituted in the polynomial, the whole polynomial reduces to 0. Means there is a value of variable which we put in the polynomial, then the value of that polynomial become equal to 0. Then those values are said to be zeros of the polynomial. Again, let us see. Let us see that polynomial px is equal to 4x square minus 5x plus 1. Let us put, let px is equal to 1. So p1 is equal to 4 into x square means 1 chi square minus 5 into 1 plus 1. Now this is equal to 4 minus 5 plus 1. This is equal to 5 minus 5, that is equal to 0. So when I have substituted x is equal to 1 in the polynomial 4x square minus 5x plus 1, then we observe that the value of this polynomial is equal to 0. So we say that x is equal to 1, therefore x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is the zeros of the polynomial. This is zeros of the given polynomial. Given polynomial. In this way we can observe that the given value of the polynomial is whether zeros of that polynomial or not. हम उसमें क्या करेंगे, जो पॉलिनोमियल दिया है उस पॉलिनोमियल में वेरिएबल की जो वैल्यू चेक करने के लिए दी गई होगी कि यह जीरोज है कि नहीं, वह वैल्यू रखेंगे और देखेंगे कि क्या वह वैल्यू रखने पर पूरा पॉलिनोमियल की वैल्यू 0 आ रही है कि नहीं। अगर 0 आ रही है तो इसका मतलब हुआ दिया हुआ x का मान, यह x इक्वल टू 1 इस दिए गए पॉलिनोमियल का जीरोज है। अगर 0 नहीं आ रही है वैल्यू पॉलिनोमियल की तो हम कहेंगे कि यह उसका जीरोज नहीं है। मान लो x इक्वल टू 2, let x इक्वल टू 2, then what about p2? p2 is equal to 4 into 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 1. Now this is 4 into 4 minus 5 to the 10 plus 1. Now this is equal to 4 4 is 16 plus minus 10 plus 1. 16 and 1 17 minus 10, that is equal to 7. Here the value of x is equal to 2. That is substituted in the polynomial 4x square minus 5x plus 1. Now the resulting value is 7. Here resultant is not 0. Therefore x is equal to 2 is not a zeros of given polynomial. इसका मतलब हुआ x इक्वल टू 2 इस पॉलिनोमियल 4x स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 1 में रखने पर इसकी वैल्यू अंत में आ रही है 7 रिजल्ट। इसका मतलब हुआ x इक्वल टू 2 इस 4x स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 1 का जीरोस नहीं हुआ। इस तरह से आगे हम कैसे जीरोस निकालेंगे, हाउ टू फाइंड द जीरोस। सपोज दैट ए पॉलिनोमियल px that is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. This polynomial is given and we have to find out the zeros. So if any polynomial is given, then first of all our aim is to find the factor of the given polynomial, and then after that we have to equate each factor equal to 0. Then whatever the value of variable we receive in that case, those values are said to be zeros of the polynomial. हम दिए गए पॉलिनोमियल को पहला काम होगा फैक्टराइज करें। फैक्टराइज करने पर जितने भी फैक्टर मिलेंगे उन सभी फैक्टर को इक्वल टू 0 करें, और इक्वल टू 0 करने पर जो x के मान आएंगे, या वेरिएबल अगर y में है तो y के जो मान आएंगे, वह सभी मान इस दिए गए पॉलिनोमियल के जीरोस होंगे। सो लेट अस फैक्टराइज। यस, वी हैव x square minus 5x plus 6. This is equal to x square, 6 means 2 3 is 6, so 5 can be written as 3x minus 2x plus 6. Now take 2 in a bracket, x square minus 3x in one bracket minus 2x, take minus outside, so here it is minus 6. Now take x from this common, x square minus 3x, take x common, in bracket x minus 3 minus 2x minus 6, out of that 2 is common, take x minus 3 as in the bracket. Now out of this x minus 3 is common in both, so x minus 3 in one bracket and x minus 2, this is in another bracket. Now we have got two factors, one is x minus 3, the other one is x minus 2. If now we have to equate these two factors equal to 0 so that we can get the zeros. Now if x minus 3 is equal to 0, this will give x is equal to 3, and if x minus 2 is equal to 0, this will give x is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 and 3 are zeros of given polynomial. Here this much I have taken x square minus 5x plus 6 as a just polynomial. Again we have factorized it. After factor we get two factors, x minus 3 and x minus 2. I have equated x minus 3 equal to 0, so x is equal to 3, and again if x minus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. That is zeros of the polynomial. One thing is important, that the degree of the polynomial, that is highest power of the variable in the expression. Degree of the polynomial, degree of the polynomial is highest power of the variable in the expression. Here the highest power in x square minus 5x plus 6 is 2. So degree of this polynomial is 2. Degree of any polynomial, that is highest power of the variable in the polynomial, is known as degree of the polynomial. So number of zeros will also depend upon the degree of the polynomial. Here the number of degree is same as the number of zeros in the polynomial. I mean to say that the power of the variable, or you can say the degree of the variable, that will give the number of the zeros in the polynomial. किसी भी पॉलिनोमियल में जितनी डिग्री होगी, जिस डिग्री का पॉलिनोमियल होगा, उस डिग्री के बराबर ही जीरोस होना चाहिए. यह जरूरी नहीं है कि सभी जीरोस डिफरेंट हों. इट में बी सिमिलर और इट में बी, सपोज दैट इफ the polynomial of degree 3, then there should be 3 zeros, and out of 3 it may possible that 2 are equal, 2 are same and the other is different. It may possible that all are same. If the polynomial is perfect cube, then all the 3 are same. If the polynomial is of cubic, then the 3 zeros may also differ. वो तीनों zeros अगर cubic polynomial है तो वे अलग अलग भी हो सकते हैं. उसमें से कोई दो एक जैसा हो सकता है या तीनों एक ही जैसे हो सकते हैं, लेकिन जितनी डिग्री का पॉलिनोमियल होगा उतने जीरोस उसमें होने चाहिए. सो हियर इट इज क्वाड्रेटिक, सो वी हैव रिसीव्ड 2 जीरोस. क्वाड्रेटिक माने 2 पावर 2 है, इसलिए यहाँ पर 2 जीरोस आए हैं. इस तरह से नाउ दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टू फाइंड दी zeros of the polynomial. First of all we have to factorize, and then after factorization we have to equate each of the factor equal to 0. Then we will get the different values of the variable, and those variables are known as zeros of the polynomial. Now the next thing is relation between zeros and quotient of a polynomial. Relation between zeros and coefficients, zeros and coefficients of polynomial. Let us take relation between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Let us take, let ax square plus bx plus c be a polynomial. Here it is quadratic polynomial. I have told you that the degree of the polynomial depends upon the number of the zeros. So it is quadratic, so it contains 2 zeros. Let alpha and beta are zeros of the given polynomial. Given polynomial alpha and beta, because it is quadratic, so it has 2 zeros. Let us suppose that alpha and beta are zeros. If alpha and beta are zeros, then x minus alpha and x minus beta will be the factor, of given polynomial. Given polynomial, or we can represent ax square plus bx plus c, that is equal to k times x minus alpha into x minus beta. Here k is a constant, so this is equal to k times multiply x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta. Now this is equal to k times x square minus, take alpha and beta in one bracket, alpha plus beta, take x outside plus alpha beta. Now multiply by k. Now this is equal to kx square minus k times alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. Now two polynomials are equal. Here if two polynomials are equal, then it can be also said to be an equation. अगर दो polynomial आपस में equal हो गए तो हम कहेंगे वह equation हो गया. Now if left side is equal to right side, then it is possible only when the same power of the variable, quotient of the same power of the variable on the both sides, that must be equal. So comparing both sides, the coefficient of same power of variables and constant terms, we get here a is the quotient of x square is a is equal to, here the quotient is k, here the quotient of x is left side, the quotient of x square is a, the quotient of x square in right side is k, so a is equal to k. Now in left side the quotient of x is equal to b, and quotient of right side x, that is minus k alpha plus beta. Now the constant term left side is equal to c. C is equal to the constant on the right side, that is k alpha beta. Now we have to find out the ratio between b and a. Now divide b by a. Dividing by b by a, we get b by a is equal to minus k times alpha plus beta upon k, and dividing by c by a, that is equal to k times alpha beta upon k. Now k and k cancelled out. Here k and k cancelled out. So left side, now b upon a is equal to minus alpha plus beta. Multiplying by just minus on the both sides, we can write r minus b upon a is equal to alpha plus beta. We can also change it, r alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. That is equal to minus b means b is here coefficient of x, minus coefficient of x upon a means coefficient of x square. This is one relation. Now the second one is c by a is equal to k cancelled out, alpha beta. C by a is equal to alpha beta, or we can say alpha beta, that is equal to c by a. C means that is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. This is another relation, alpha beta is equal to c by a, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square. Now alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Minus b is minus coefficient of x upon a means coefficient of x square, and alpha beta is equal to c by a. C is constant term and a is coefficient of x square. These two relations, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha beta is equal to c by a, this is known as relation between zeros and coefficient in case of a quadratic polynomial. What I have done? I have taken a quadratic polynomial. हमने क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c लिया. हमने मान लिया दो जीरोज हैं, एक अल्फा और बीटा. अगर अल्फा बीटा जीरोज हैं, इसका मतलब x माइनस अल्फा एंड x माइनस बीटा आर फैक्टर ऑफ द क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल. सो वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट this in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to k times x minus alpha into x minus beta. Now I have multiplied all these and collected the just coefficients. Here first term is kx square minus k times alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. Now if to left hand side equal to right hand side, this is possible only when the coefficient of same power of the variables, coefficient of same power of the variable, they are equal. So here x is coefficient of x square is a, here coefficient of x square is k, so a is equal to k. Now coefficient of x is equal to b, left side, and coefficient of x on right side is minus k times alpha plus beta. So v is equal to minus k times alpha plus beta. Again constant term is c, here constant term is k alpha beta. So c is equal to k alpha beta. हमने क्या किया, b में a को डिवाइड किया, हमको मिल गया b में a को डिवाइड करेंगे तो माइनस बी अपान ए इक्वल टू अल्फा प्लस बीटा. c में a को डिवाइड किया, आ गया अल्फा बीटा. c इक्वल टू c अपान ए इक्वल टू अल्फा बीटा. So alpha beta is equal to c upon a and alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, and this is just a relation between zeros and coefficient. This is the case when it is quadratic. Now when it is cubic, then we also get another relationship. Let us observe that. आप इसको भी देख लें. Let ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is a cubic polynomial. If it is cubic, then it has three zeros, then alpha, beta, gamma are zeros of the polynomial. Therefore we can write, therefore x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma will be the factor of given polynomial. Therefore ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, that is equal to k times x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma. This can be written as k times x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus product of 2's alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma into x plus minus alpha, beta, gamma. This will be the product. Now this can again be separated. This is equal to k times x cube minus k times alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus k times alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma into x minus k times alpha beta gamma. Now comparing on both sides the same power of the quotient of the same power of the variables, comparing both sides the coefficients of same power of variables, we get what we get. Here the coefficient of x cube is a, so a is equal to k. Here it is k. Now the coefficient of x square on left side is b, and on right side is minus k alpha plus beta plus gamma. Coefficient of x on left side is c. C is equal to here. This is k times alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, and constant term is left side is d and right side is minus k alpha beta gamma. Now our aim is to find the value of b upon a. Now b upon a, that is equal to minus k times alpha plus beta plus gamma upon k. C upon a, that is equal to k times alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma upon k. D upon a, that is equal to minus k alpha beta gamma upon k. Now k cancel out in all the cases. Now we can write in the same manner here b upon a, that is equal to minus alpha plus beta plus gamma, multiplying by minus in both sides and taking alpha plus beta in left side, we get alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b upon a. This is equal to minus coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube, coefficient of x cube. Again c upon a is equal to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, or on left side if we take this much on left side, we get alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that is equal to c upon a. C is coefficient of x, coefficient of x, and a is coefficient of x is cube. Again the third one is, and d upon a is equal to minus alpha beta gamma, multiplying minus on both sides and taking alpha beta gamma on left, we will get alpha beta gamma, that is equal to minus d upon a, that is minus constant term upon coefficient of x cube. So in this case cubic polynomial, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equal to minus b upon a, that is minus, this is equal to minus coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c upon a, that is equal to coefficient of c is coefficient of x and a is coefficient of x cube. Again alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d upon a, that is minus, d is minus, here minus d means minus constant term and a is coefficient of x cube. All these, this is, there are three relations. One is alpha beta gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is minus d upon a, and the second one is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that is c upon a. The third one is alpha beta gamma, that is minus d upon a, and the relation of their corresponding coefficients are also given here. So this is relation between zeros and coefficient. In this way we have to remember it, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is minus d upon a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c upon a, and alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d upon a, where a is the coefficient of x cube, b is coefficient of x square, c is coefficient of x and d is constant. इस तरह से हम देखेंगे कि अगर क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल है तो हमने अल्फा बीटा गामा तीन जीरोस लिए, तीनों जीरोस लिए, तो इसका मतलब x माइनस अल्फा, x माइनस बीटा, x माइनस गामा, ये तीनों फैक्टर हुए। फिर हमने क्या किया कि उसी टर्म से लिखा कि दिस पॉलिनोमियल इज इक्वल टू k टाइम्स x माइनस अल्फा, x माइनस बीटा, x माइनस गामा। फिर हमने सबको मल्टीप्लाई कर किया। इसके बाद अंत में मैं देखा कि यह वैल्यू है ax क्यूब प्लस bx स्क्वायर प्लस cx प्लस d इक्वल टू k टाइम्स x क्यूब माइनस k times in bracket alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus k times in bracket alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma into x minus k times alpha beta gamma। इसके बाद मैंने x क्यूब के कोएफिशिएंट को दोनों तरफ से कंपेयर किया, x स्क्वायर के कोएफिशिएंट को दोनों तरफ से कंपेयर किया, x के कोएफिशिएंट को दोनों तरफ से कंपेयर किया, कांस्टेंट टर्म को दोनों तरफ से कंपेयर किया, फिर इनके रेशियो निकाले और अंत में हमें मिला कि अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा इज इक्वल टू माइनस डी अपॉन ए, अल्फा बीटा प्लस बीटा गामा प्लस अल्फा गामा इज इक्वल टू सी अपॉन ए और अल्फा बीटा गामा इज इक्वल टू माइनस डी अपॉन ए। फिर उन ए बी सी डी जो भी हैं उनको क्या है उनके रूप में लिखा, जो रिजल्ट जो रिलेशन मिला वह रिलेशन कहलाएगा रिलेशन बिटवीन जीरोज एंड कोएफिशिएंट्स।